Hi everybody, it's Steele, and today we're going to take a look at using voices in Notion iOS. So that red circle shows the two voices that you can use in any stave. Right now I'm using the top voice. All right, and I'm going to enter the melodic line for some classical guitar notation. All right, now I'm going to circle the voices again, and I've switched to the bottom voice, and now I'm switching from legato to chord mode. I'm going to enter the lower voice. Now look at the circle on the bottom right. I'm fast forwarding according to whatever note I have selected, which is a half note. So it moved the insertion up a half note, and I'm entering another chord. Let me show you real quick how to turn tabs off, and then I'll turn them back on. Generally, I don't work with tabs, but some people like to see them, so there's how the notation would look without tabs. And I'm going to turn it back on. All right, for the next measure, I'm going to use handwritten notation in Notion iOS. So the circle you see has shown first the pencil and then the magnifier lane, which is at the bottom. And you can enter notes either in this magnifier lane or in the score itself. And I went ahead and switched voices back to the top voice, and I'm drawing notes in. Now, on this day, I had misplaced my Apple Pencil, and I'm actually using my finger. But you can see how accurate it is and how quick it is. So watch, I'm going to start writing these eighth notes in. It recognizes their eighth notes and puts them in automatically. And notice the stems are up or down depending on where the note head is in the stave. But once the other voice is entered, I've switched voices, and I'm going to switch back to the guitar fretboard, and I'm going to chord mode. But notice as I enter this voice, this lower voice, the stems for the top voice will point up and the bottom ones will point down. You'll see that here in just a second with the eighth notes. All right, there's the first beat. Fast forward to beat 3. Notice the top voice eighth notes flipped up. All right, so far so good. All right, now I'm going to write directly in the score. I'm going to zoom in using a pinch out. And again, I'm using my finger on this one, but it works great. The Apple Pencil works best, but finger works good in a pinch. Sometimes when you're writing notation, when you enter the note head, Notion doesn't know your exact intentions yet. Sometimes it'll write maybe a whole note in there. Don't worry about that. Just finish your note and move on. Okay, let's take a look at some of the guitar-related palettes in Notion. Here is the note entry, and you can see there are the two voices. This is the instrument-specific articulations for guitar. A lot of the tab notation And this is the palette for slides, tapping, hammer-ons, and pull-offs. Here's the chord palette. I entered a C major 7, so you can see that. In the desktop version of Notion, you can have 4 voices per save. And here is the same piece, but I use 3 voices. And they're colored in so you can see them. So there you go. That's voices in Notion iOS. So contact me further if you have any questions or if you need a custom template build. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.